Hello, hello. My name is Pius Muchiri Mugo, and I'm the Managing Director of Nabo Capital. What do I do at Nabo Capital? It's a very simple thing. We are in the business of making people wealthy. So welcome to my class-in session on investing with purpose. Let's have some fun.
What does investing with purpose mean?
So that's a very good question. What does investing with purpose mean? You know, I meet a lot of people out here, and because they know I'm in the business of investing, they ask me, Pius, what rates are you guys offering? And I tell them, wait. The investment profession is like medicine. It's like, I'm like a doctor. If you ever meet any investing professional who just tells you what to invest in, just know that's a quack. Because you don't go to hospital and you're prescribed a medicine without first of all knowing what you're suffering from. So if you come with a neck problem, we sort out a neck problem. What do I mean by this? Investing is not a hobby. Investing is a life skill. So we help people to achieve their end goals. So our purpose is not to help you make 1,000% return, 100% return, 50% return. That means nothing. Our purpose is, how can we help you to achieve your financial goals? What are some of the financial goals that we tend to meet most of our customers with? Education. 9 out of 10 of our customers tell us, I am investing for education. So instead of allowing them to try and craft the solution themselves, we use our financial expertise to say, okay, let me give an example. I think it's easier to give an example. We had this colleague of ours who unfortunately passed on in 2006, and he left 2 kids. One was in, I think, standard 4. The other one was in nursery. After we were done with all the burial arrangements, it was time now to distribute the benefits. And he had said, very jokingly, if anything happens to him, please divide the benefits into 4. My wife, my mother, my son, my daughter. So the children were underage. So we need to find out how to go about that. But they were all in school. The mother was taking care of widows and children who had been left behind by his brothers. 9 brothers had passed on, 8 brothers had passed on before him, leaving very many children who had become dependent on him, and now he was gone. And now this old woman was going to be the sole breadwinner for them. So we said, you know what, let's call them to the office. We called them to the office. We told the old woman, if we send money to you, we think it would even risk your life because everybody will know you have money. Why don't you allow us to form a trust for you, and then we'll be disbursing money to you to be able to pay school fees for these children. She said, tick, I will go along with that. The children, it was obvious we had to also form trusts, so we formed 3 trusts. That was 2006. Then I sat back. I asked myself, this son who was in standard 4, why is he likely to go to high school? Why is he likely to go to university? What are the costs of university? How much is it likely to be that time because of inflation? So we did all the numbers, and then we now put together a plan and made an investment where we're going to get cash flows. And those cash flows were going to be used to pay for their school fees and anything else that they need, like shopping and all that. Fast forward, we're in 2024. They have never touched the money that their father left behind.
The principal.
The principal. In fact, it is more than what he left behind. Number 2, the son finished high school, finished university, and came and interned at our business for about a year or 2, and went and set up his own business. But even now that he's a major, he is like, this portfolio should continue being with you guys.
Oh my.
He's a major. Then the other girl, she is, I think, just finishing Form 4, or just finished Form 4 last year. The one who was in nursery never touched her money. Her money is intact. It's as if their father is still alive. Now, the old woman in upcountry also has educated almost all the children. Every month, every term, we send money to them. That has brought a different kind of satisfaction to me. It is more than making billions of shillings, because we've seen lives change. And this is just one of the story. So what was the purpose? The purpose was to invest for education. Then we asked ourselves, why should we do this for people when they're dead? Why can't we do this for people when they're alive? And now we have given this opportunity to everybody, including myself. I'm also in it. Yeah, my kids, for my kids to go to school wherever they are, I counted. If I was to pay it out of my pocket, it will take 14 years for them to finish from KG1 to grade 12. Guess how much it was going to cost me? 14 million shillings per child.
Per child.
Per child.
And there are how many now?
And I have 5 kids. So I was like, this is quite an investment. Actually, not an investment, because that is money leaving us.
Yes. It's quite an expense.
It is quite an expense. So I said, ask the team, the investment team, what size of portfolio do I need to educate my child? I was in shock with their response.
Can I ask what that was?
They came back with a solution. See, if I build a portfolio of 80 million shillings for every child.
80?
8 million.
8
million.
Okay.
Meaning 6 million less than 14, which would leave my pocket. I would be able to educate my child without ever going back to my pocket for the 14 years that they will be in school. Now, the icing on the cake is that on the principal, I would still have a big chunk of my principal by the 14th year. Enough to take them to university, wherever they want to go. America, UK, nowadays people even go to China. So that is investing for education. The purpose is education. And I discovered, you know what? The rich people, they don't pay education from their pocket. They have portfolios that pay for education, but the principle is never touched. So if you create wealth here, you never go down. But majority of us, you create wealth here, you use it to pay for education, you come down, and then like that, you're always going up and down. So we call some of these things the big disruptors of life. Home ownership, education, medical emergencies, they're called big disruptors of life. What does that mean? It means if you don't take care of them individually, when they happen, your life goes into chaos. You might not even have food to eat because you have somebody who is in the hospital. What do most people do in their prime life? When they're earning their highest, they pay for education and they get into a mortgage, home ownership program. That's the only thing that most people achieve. But that also explains why majority of the people, once they retire, the majority of them are poor and their glory days are behind them. That should never be a story of anybody if you invest with purpose.
So powerful. To dwell on this investing with purpose conversation, I want us to demystify then. What is investing? What's the difference between investing and saving? If you were to break it down very layman to the audience watching, this is the class in session. What would you say investing is?
Okay. Let me start by an observation that I made, and I want you to imagine this. You have friends.
One of them is seated here.
One of them is seated here. I want you to think about 2 or 3 friends you have. I want you to remember where they all live. Just picture which schools the kids go to, which clubs they visit, the kind of entertainment that they have. Hold that picture. Now, I also want you to think about where do they make their money? How do they finance this lifestyle? Are they employed? Do they have a business? It's one of the two, right? Now, I want you to think 20 years from today, yeah, I'm assuming majority of them, average age will be around 40. So 20 years from today, they will be what?
60.
60. I want you to ask yourself one question. Do you think they will be able to afford the same lifestyle that they have today if they continue with the way they live?
I want to keep my friends. but I don't think so.
Very simple. If you look at, I look at Nabu Capital today, the average age is below 30. The average age in our organization is below 30. So assume I'm 40. 20 years from today, I'll be 60. Okay, I'm not 40, I'm over 40. I'll be 60. Do you really think, should I really imagine myself still in Nabu Capital? So majority of the people we are discussing here, they will not be in the jobs that they have today.
True.
Their businesses, 20 years from today, might also be completely disrupted by technology or anything else.
Redundant completely.
Completely redundant. So the question is, 20 years from today, can they still have 2 cars parked outside their houses? Can they still afford to buy a new car, refresh a new car? Or will they hold on to their old car? Will they be able to maintain, even if they own the house, will they be able to maintain the same house that they live in? Pay the same gardeners, maintain the nice lawns, have the nice things that, you know? And the sad answer is, for me, in my own observation, has the majority of the people are not prepared for what is to come 20 years from today. Now, here comes investing. Investing is about depriving yourself instant gratification, delaying it so that you benefit. You pay the price for the future today.
Whew. Say that again. I love it.
Investing is about thinking 20 years from today and doing something today that will impact 20 years from today. It is dictating how your 20 years from today, how it will look like and how you will live your life. That's investment. That's what investing is all about. Investing is not a hobby. Investing is not something you do because you hear people are doing it. Investing is something you do because you must do it so that you see your future, how it's supposed to be.
This is so powerful because what I've not heard you negate is age.
Absolutely.
So if 20 years ago I had watched this class in session and listened to somebody say the exact words that are leaving your mouth and acted accordingly and consistently, I would be now reaping the fruits for every sacrifice and delayed gratification that I did along the journey.
Absolutely. So let's come back to investing. Investing has only one purpose. One purpose: to help you to make money while you're sleeping or while you're doing the things that you love to do every single day of the year. Investing is about helping you to make money while you're on holiday, while you're taking care of a loved one, while you're doing other things, while you're pursuing, even this one that I love the most, while you're pursuing your ultimate earthly assignment. Investing is about generating one thing: passive income. And that's what we call passive income, the money that you make while you sleep. Investing is about changing the whole rhetoric about money. It's about money working for you instead of you working for money. Majority of us, if you didn't come from an extremely wealthy family, at some point you had to work for money. But that is not sustainable. And that's why most of us, including our friends, will not be able to maintain the lifestyle that we have today 20 years from today. Because if you are still working for money, if you're still working to pay bills, if you're still working to pay education, if you're still working to do all these things, and if you don't do them, they will not. If you're not working, those things will not happen. Then that means you're living on active income.
Active income.
You're living on active income. And that is not sustainable, because we have agreed 20 years from today, most of the people will not be doing what they're doing today.
With how technology is going, 20 years even feels far.
I am just being extravagant here. With time. But if you are 40 years today, 20 years, which is a very short period of time, in a very short, you'll be 60. You cannot be looking for a job when you're 60. You'll be the oldest, you'll be the slowest guy in the team. Unless you're in this career that mature like wine, you know, you're a doctor. Okay, if you're an investment professional like us, also we get to mature.
If you like
wine.
talking on camera.
Yeah, if you like talking on camera. Yeah, but we don't know. This thing that we are doing today that is called, that we are shooting, we don't know how this will be happening 20 years from today.
True.
Yeah, people will just be pressing a button and they record themselves. And it comes out the best. No human being can be able to do that. We must be prepared for that future. But the thing is this, investing is about putting down the money that you would have used today aside, and in putting it somewhere where you demand a return from it. And then that return grows, which is what we call passive income. And then you start living on that passive income instead of living on active income. Everybody must make that switch.